Hi guys, Sam from Walkgate Studios. Hope you're doing well. I've been asked to do a quick little mini video on how I did my snow crab type camo on here and get this kind of effect on the carapace. So I wanted to kind of try and do a quick little video for you so you can kind of see what I'm doing and how it goes. Pretty easy. I'm trying to think of a name for it. It's not going to be Slapchop. It's going to be something Snowcrab Slapchop or something like that, which is kind of good. So really what I'm going to do is firstly get the model, the bit of carapace, and I've got a little bit of the Carnifex here to kind of show you. And then I'm going to use dark camo green from Pro Acryl, and I'm just going to literally grab some of this and give this a coat. And grab a little base for a little palette for the time being, just while I'm doing this. And I'm going to just put a drop on there. And I'm going to get a nice big brush and nice one directional, nice smooth application onto the carapace area itself. No streaks. This paint's really good for like no streaking. But yeah, give it a good coat. Nice solid colour of nice dark camo green. If you haven't got something like this colour, Caliban green or Militarum green or something like that will work nicely. So that's the first part, getting that nice base coat down. I've got one that I did a few moments ago, and it's just drying here. While it's drying, what I like to do is get my first layer on, which is the bright yellow green. So once it's still a little bit damp, the paint, what you want to do is grab a paintbrush and make sure you've got a decent enough tip on it, and you're going to grab some of that bright yellow green, and on the actual piece of carapace itself, I've kind of sized this up so you can kind of see how it kind of works. But really all I'm going to be doing is grabbing some of this yellow green, bright yellow green, and I'm going to kind of do this over accentuated on this so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So what I would do is just start spotting random bits on the carapace on the bottom and kind of smudge it in a little bit, just to kind of start blending it in, okay, like that. And then I'm going to also kind of do it, just little splodges everywhere, and then let that the opacity kind of start taking over. Just start blending it in. It's a little bit like an old classical Renaissance painter, but yeah, you can kind of just start dotting stuff around randomly and then work it. And as long as you start getting thinner away from it, you're good to go. So once you've got all of this in place, I'll do this again, nice little spots, and again just getting a little bit thinner the further you get away, and a little bit thicker towards the bottom, and make sure I kind of got enough on the paint to build it up. Awesome. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step, the next step that I'm going to do is actually grab some golden yellow, and golden yellows are just another transitional colour on here, and you'll see why it all comes together right at the end of this process. But I'm just going to chuck a tiny little bit of golden yellow in on there, and then we're going to kind of do the same. We're not going to start at the bottom, but I'm going to do it a little bit more sparse, just to give it a little bit of depth and start building up that contrast with the yellows in there as well. And then just smush the circles in and just get that yellow in there just a little bit more. It's kind of cool if you've got like an older brush that you don't mind using the end on. You can kind of go crazy and start getting that yellow in there, just making sure that there's some nice brighter little bits in there just to pick it out, and vary in different sizes, because again it's organic, so nothing's going to be exactly the same. There we go. So that's where we are at the moment with this. So we've kind of gone through the second stage. So we've gone from the dark, really dark brown, the dark camo green, through to the lighter, bright yellow green, and then we've just done golden yellow. And then the last one, before we start getting crazy, is the olive flesh. So this is near bone color, and this is going to be the final little bit we're going to do on this model. And what we do is we grab this and just dot things around. Again, we're going to give it another varying level of texture in there with just some white bits dotted around, and this all makes sense in a minute, because we're going to get varying different kind of stuff showing through when we do the final layer, which is a glaze. But I'm just dotting some of these around, making sure we've got a bit of good coverage. Okay, so there we go. At the moment it looks very, very like floral at the moment, so you'll see that it's got all of those different colors on there. How we bring this together is kind of fun. So what I do now is I get the airbrush, and I'll kind of show you where I'm at and where it is with the model and how far we have to go. Okay, so this is the model. You can kind of start seeing where this comes from underneath. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do a gentle, and I mean a very light golden yellow over the top of this, and then we're going to go in with some fluoro on there as well. So, and this will just tie everything in nicely. So I'm just going to get the airbrush going, and we're going to get this out. I'm just literally going to put a drop. I'm actually going to probably grab some of this yellow, just chuck this in here. Give it a little drop down. Not that it needs it. Need a little bit more yellow in the gun. So, alright, there's a drop in there. Just gonna make sure this is good. Excellent. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is just give this a little gentle over the top, and you kind of see that yellow over the top has given me that kind of all of those different shades of yellow underneath it now. So it's kind of taken away it's still got the depth there of the dark green, but it's taken away and kind of moved it into a little bit more uniform, and I kind of like that because there's different brightnesses on the spots. Now what I'm going to do is get the fluoro out and give it one nice, sometimes it takes a couple of to go through. I'm just going to get the yellow out of this gun before we put the fluoro in. This is taking some time to get out. Come on. I'm going to give this a wash around because I don't really want any of this yellow in there anymore either. Great. Fluoro is yellow fluoro from Vallejo. The only issue with this is thick, so it needs a little bit of a shake, and we're going to put a drop or two into the cup, and then we're also going to give it a nice drop of Flow Improver in here as well, because this will block up your airbrush if you're not careful. That comes from experience because I've done it a few times. Alright, so just mix that up into there, and the fluoro's in there. Got to make sure it's coming out okay. Yep, and you can tell the difference between the two yellows with this fluoro, so it is very, very bright. And then all I'm going to do is literally go over this to tie in it a little bit more. It's kind of just give it a glaze, just a little glaze over the top, and it ties it all in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I do my my little things. It's just varying textures and brightnesses on that. Obviously this is a larger version. I do this at a lot smaller detail, but I kind of wanted to do it on a larger sort of style for you, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But yeah, and you can literally get, once this is dry, you can go over it again with a little bit more of the fluo, bring that brightness up as well. And yeah, super happy. It's really, really nice, really shiny on the models. I'll leave that one there while that's there. I'm just going to clean up the brush, and then I will I'll leave that there and then finish up the video by just showing you the finished model. So that's really what we've been doing today. Exactly the same as this. This is just in a little bit of a smaller scale. So yeah, hope that's been useful. Appreciate everybody for sticking with me. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I'll try and knock out some more videos, and see you soon. Cheers.